Welcome to A Reason to Talk with Chris Houston. We are discussing one of the most badass game series of all time, Mortal Kombat, and what we would like to see in future games and what is the best fighting game. I'm here today joined by my special guest, Sam, the fallen star Markos.
Hello.
All right. You're a huge fan of Mortal Kombat and whatnot, I'm assuming, and fighting games in general?
Actually, I'm not a really big fan of Mortal Kombat.
You can go suck a dick. But before we get into today's discussion, let's hear from today's sponsor. Do you need that boost of energy? Are you going to the gym, trying to wake up for work, or even trying to get some serious hours of gaming done? Well, I have your answer. That's Dubby Energy. Get your jiggerless fix of an energy boost, the Galaxy Grenade, and multiple other flavors. Use promo code CRN10 to get 10% off your order today. Visit dubby.gg/discount/CRN10. That's DUBBY.gg/discount/CRN10. Speaking of, holy shit. You'll say on there too that a lot of it was pre-order for buying your stuff. I bought it January 17th of this year, and they just shipped it yesterday. Holy fuck, are their orders back ordered? I'm finally getting the shit.
Well, if I may interject, you could pre-order it, and it'll come in a quick, swift fashion.
Louder.
Oh, you can always order my new EP, plus a CD, plus a new T-shirt called Personal Torment by Persona on subgoth.bandcamp.com.
It's a great stuff what I listened to already. Alrighty. Now, we're talking fighting games and Mortal Kombat. I love the latest games. They're not my favorite, that's for damn sure. But I would love to see a fighting game with how they did Armageddon with the big roster of people.
Oh yeah, big roster is definitely a plus for any fighting game.
And I don't mean like WWE where they do a big roster but have 7 different gimmicks.
Yeah.
Like I get it with Mick Foley doing the faces of Foley, but you could easily make that one person.
And then just have them customized.
Yeah. But I mean, like Triborg in Mortal Kombat is pretty cool, but I thought that was really dumb.
Yeah, I did not like that at all. Cyrax and Sektor are my favorite.
Right. And just putting them together, kind of odd. But I would love for them to get a bigger roster on the next Mortal Kombat game.
I mean, how many characters have they had, in Mortal Kombat in the history?
At least 50.
Yeah, exactly. So.
And only having like 20, maybe at most.
On the game.
Yeah, for the later ones. Like I know, like Mortal Kombat X, you had nobody in that game.
No, you didn't.
Hell, if they even get the rights to even all the DLC people, I'm assuming they're gonna make it exclusive if they did it again, to like PlayStation or whatever, with having Kratos like they did in Mortal Kombat 9.
Okay, yeah.
The hell with Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, fucking. Thank you.
Alien,
Get everybody. Hell, bring those people back.
Why the hell not?
Hell, one of the things I do love about it is when they do the transition in stages. You ever play Injustice or Injustice 2?
Yes, I have. It was a while ago, but I know how it plays.
So pretty much like the DC version of Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah. That's a fun game too.
Which, I was gonna say DC version or Mortal Kombat DC, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
it's not the greatest.
No.
They did hurt Mortal Kombat side being rated T, not having all the fatalities and shit.
I want to see fucking Scorpion take Superman's head off.
I mean, they've done it in the comics. Like, Superman's killed before, Batman's killed before. They could easily do it.
Oh, yeah.
But besides that, one thing I love that they haven't done since, good God, I want to say this might have been Armageddon, but I don't remember if it was Armageddon or Deception for Mortal Kombat. But you have it in other fighting games and other sports, like fighting games, like boxing, UFC, WWE, the creative fighter. I would love to have a creative fighter back in Mortal Kombat, and hell, even fucking Street Fighter. I'd love to do that.
Well, when I did get a Mortal Kombat 11 on PlayStation Now, I downloaded to see what it was all about. I did see there was some kind of creative fighter thing that you could do, but
No.
But yeah, it was really only kind of like a customized thing. We can customize other characters and kind of make them their own or whatever.
Yeah, they did that in. I don't know if they did it in Mortal Kombat X. I think they did, but I know they did in.
Because X I played a lot of.
Okay, so they must have just brought this over because I wonder if they took the same idea from Injustice 2, where you pretty much the more you level up, the more you unlock shit, and you can get like mystery boxes or whatever, and it has a whole bunch of items that you can like upgrade your characters with. Half of it is just usually there's some like what am I thinking of stats upgrades to some stuff. Otherwise, some it's just like hey, you can make them look different. Like I know for a fact on Injustice 2, you can have I can't remember his name. It's one of the Cold Gun guys.
He was in Teen Titans, right?
No, it was Flash. We might have been Flash. Either way, but with the other costume was Mr. Freeze.
Oh, okay.
So like you're just gonna give them the same stuff, which makes sense. But they also, since going to the realm of Mortal Kombat and DC, since you have that NetherRealm has the rights to this stuff, so they could actually do another crossover, in my opinion. Especially since in the last Injustice game, they brought in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they brought in Sub-Zero, they brought in Raiden, they brought in Hellboy. You could do a huge crossover game. That would be 100. Let me rephrase that. Potentially could be 100 times better than Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe.
And now, please let me know when did Marvel or not Marvel? When did DC versus Mortal Kombat come out?
Good fucking god. Looking for what we just looked up quickly on our phones because we're jackasses. Late 2008.
So here's what I think they could do. So, like you said, the game was very team for team. We didn't have any fatalities. But I think nowadays, considering how DC is, it's way more darker.
Oh yeah, especially with the latest release of the Batman. Great movie. Yep. My opinion, kind of long, but still great movie. Like they get like even Aquaman is a little dark to an extent.
Have you ever watched any of the DC animated universe movies?
Yes, like those were freaking gruesome. And, they could get like especially what was the Batman? God, it was a Soul of the Dragon or something like that, where it had like you had Batman, and it was like he was training for like almost like a martial arts type of thing, but with like a Bruce Lee vibe movie, and it just fit perfectly with that. That being said, what about the newer animated Mortal Kombat? Those are like fucking. I mean, they can get away with more being animated, but those are bloody as hell.
Wait, there's a new Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, there's two of them. You got the Scorpion's Revenge and the Liu Kang one, which I can't remember the name of it. But the Scorpion's Revenge one was better than the Liu Kang.
I have not seen this.
They were fucking good.
Check it out.
That being said, like I'm waiting for another, like the last Marvel vs. Capcom. Did you play it?
No, I'm not.
Reviews. Also, in my opinion, another a bad part of it was the roster. Again, there are not as many people, and people like why. I mean, they brought in God. There's so many people I can't remember the fucking name of this. I should do more research for these podcasts. But it was. You ever play Dead Rising?
It sounds familiar.
It's one of the. It's one of those zombie games.
You're like in a mall or something?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I played
the character is that you are in that.
Yes.
Is in the latest Marvel vs. Capcom.
Really? Wow.
And like, exactly. Really? Why? But like, the roster could have been better. It wasn't the best Marvel vs. Capcom by far. The ratings and reviews got, even by fans and critics, were just horrible. They could work on that. Street Fighter, they could do another one. I don't remember the last Tekken game. I don't remember how the last one of those came out. Or even Dead or Alive. I haven't seen one of those in forever.
Now, I have to bring this up, because you're mentioning all these fighting games, but there's one you're missing out on. Soul Calibur.
Classic.
In my opinion, the best fighting game.
I here or there for me. I never played, what was that, Soul Calibur 2 that had the GameCube version where you could have Link?
Yep.
Okay.
PlayStation, I think it was PlayStation or Xbox had Spawn.
Yeah, yep. I don't remember which one either.
Yeah.
But that's like also, what was that, Soul Calibur 4 that brought in the Star Wars 2?
Yep. PS3 had
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader and Star Killer.
Yeah.
Star Killer.
I was going to say Star-Lord.
Yeah. And then Xbox had Yoda.
Which is funny, because I actually figured out that if you played it long enough, it had the DLC for either one, you could get both.
Oh yeah. I think it was just like a time. It's just,
Yeah, which I did not realize how fucking hard that game is, but it is fucking fun as shit.
Oh, that game.
Like, especially if you get somebody that will like fucking be a jackass and be good God, God, he's in all of them. He's like the I don't even know what you call him, but he's like a contortionist.
Oh, you're talking about Voldo?
Thank you. Jesus Christ, I need.
That's actually the main character I play as.
Dude,
that's the one.
he's the one that I know for sure that if I'm playing you in it, you're gonna kick my fucking ass.
Yeah, I kick everybody's ass in Voldo. He's the hardest player or character to learn, but once you get him down, it's so much fun. And honestly, one of the reasons why I really like Soul Calibur, besides all the cool characters, is it's a 3D. It's like more of a 3D fighting game. We're not just stuck on a platform.
Right, not like a 2D, like a flat like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or whatever.
Left and right, all that stuff, which I think adds a whole totally cool dynamic to it.
Which they perfected that.
Oh yeah.
Now other ones like when they did it with Mortal Kombat, I believe that was 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was just horrible.
And Soul Calibur was doing that back when it was still Soul Edge, the first game, and then late '90s when it was on arcade.
Yeah, I'm gonna change from Soul Edge to Soul Calibur.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of, I believe Tekken is another game that's more of a 3D.
Is it?
Yeah, because yes, Tekken. Or is it? No, sorry, Virtual Fighter.
Oh, okay, I never played that one. Yeah, I do know that. Yeah.
Virtual Fighter is the one where like you had like more of a almost like a boxing, wrestling, sumo, whatever, but you also had like the 3D movement, like Soul Calibur does. Soul Calibur definitely did a better job with it.
And you know what else? Soul Calibur has Create a Fighter.
Yes, that's what I loved about Soul Calibur. It's the Create a Fighter.
Yep. And then you pick whatever fighting style you want from one of the other characters or whatever. And then each character has multiple different outfits, multiple different designs of their weapons, which I think is really cool.
Which, that being said, you have the different designs of weapons and costumes. That doesn't get rid of your moveset. No. Which, in the Mortal Kombat game, if you just change the variation, you can't do that. Which I find really fucking dumb.
I do not like that at all.
Like, I was Fujin.
Okay.
And I was doing the move where he does like that tornado kick thing.
Yeah.
And then I forgot which freaking version or variation of him it was, and I clicked the wrong one. I'm like, why the fuck isn't it working? And I'm like, oh, no wonder. It's fucking dumb as shit.
And actually, so I've been playing a lot of Soul Calibur 6, the newest one, came out like 2 years ago.
I think wait, no. I don't know if I have 5 or 6. I haven't really got into it as lately since 4.
Yeah, that was I kind of skipped 5, and then I heard about 6. I was like, okay, I'm buying this. I'm going crazy on it. But just nobody plays it because it's a very underrated game.
Yeah, it's like if let's say if that came out when did that one come out?
6.
Yeah. It was like a couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
But like if Mortal Kombat came out at the same time, you're generally gonna have a bigger audience with Mortal Kombat.
And actually, with the latest Soul Calibur, they actually said that they barely had a budget to do it. When it came out, it was very bare bones. They didn't really have anything. They barely had a character creator.
Which that actually, I feel like that might make the game almost better to the fact that like you have the lesser budget, which almost makes it feel not a AAA game.
Yeah, and here's what I think they did, because initially they didn't really have too many characters. They ended up buying it for like DLC or whatever, which I bought a bunch when I was drunk. my buddy would come on and we're like, okay, I'm buying those characters.
That's like when I bought W2K22 for $115.
Yep. But so what I think they really just did is they just focused and honed down on the gameplay, and that Soul Calibur 6 is probably the best gameplay of any Soul Calibur. They actually have finishers now, or like whatever.
Like an ending move, almost like a fatality type of shit.
Yeah, they put in those, which all of them are super badass. The story mode is pretty good. I haven't really played too much. I only played it to unlock his character Inferno, which is a fucking badass character. It's like a Nightmare. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
It's him, but he's on fire. He can fucking jump around.
Almost reminds me of Blaze. I don't know why. Let's talk about a game here. Kind of change the pace that nobody's talking about, and there's 2 of them I got in mind.
Okay.
Killer Instinct.
Never heard of it.
I believe now it is an Xbox exclusive game. I don't know if I got rid of it or not. I think I still have it, but I have the N64 one. Fucking fantastic, brutal game.
Okay.
But other than that, the other one that nobody's fucking talking about, because I don't remember the last time they made one, and they probably, that I can think of, they haven't made a good one since the N64 days, Clay Fighter.
What?
Clay Fighter was so not underrated. No, yeah, pretty much underrated game that it take the animation style of, let's just say, what can I think of? Those movies, Wallace and Gromit, like the clay animated movies,
Okay,
into a fighting game.
I gotta see this. So yeah, pull up, pull it up, CJ.
All right, so now that you know what Clay Fighter is, it's literally just clay animated fighting games that. God, I want to say the last one was made for the N64, but to be honest, I'm not sure.
Well, which one did you show me?
Clay Fighter. That was the.
Oh, was that the N64?
Yeah, that was the N64, or should I say Clay Fighter 63 and a third.
Oh, okay.
There's another one that was, I think it was Clay Fighter, that was released on the N64, but it was a Blockbuster exclusive, and you could only rent the game.
Oh, really?
So now if you have a copy of it, it's like fucking almost, I want to say it's at least $1,000 for it.
Really? It reminds me of that, the McDonald's Nintendo DS game.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember the fucking old, we're way off track of what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay.
But, yeah, that is true. But, like, that's like the fucking animated, like, cartoon shows that they had at one point, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I think I had a VHS type of that shit when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
When I was a year, what the fuck happened to that?
What was it?
But no, like you were talking about with Gang Beasts, too, when we looked up Clay Fighter. I did not play it. Have you?
Oh yeah, I played the hell out of it. Me and all my buddies would play it. Me and Sal would play it too. It's a fun game. I mean, the physics are very weird, but that's the whole point. And it's very hard to like try to beat someone. You have to throw them off. Yeah, to throw them out of something.
Oh yeah. I've never played it. I've seen other people on YouTube play it and try to figure out what the hell was going on. I think I think Smosh did. I don't know if it was for a pay-per-view or whatever, but I think they randomly brought the New Day on and they started playing it from WWE. If you guys know out there who the fuck the New Day is. Speaking though, with this transition to the New Day, I guess you can consider these fighting games, but they're also considered sports with WWE.
Oh yeah.
2K22 came out hell of a lot better than 2K20.
Oh yeah. The first one I played since 17 actually.
Yeah, 17 was fucking good compared to the 2K20 was just god awful, especially with the beginning graphics and the glitches where like you couldn't wear like a hat because your hair was too long.
See, I'm glad I never played it.
Or
I saw so much shit on it.
With like the pictures of like people with like no faces but they had eyes and teeth.
Yep. There's a YouTuber I follow that literally all he does is just WWE games. Tank Ops, I don't know if you know who that is.
I think I have, yeah.
Okay. And that's basically all he does, and he literally, instead of making contact with WWE 2K20, he literally just kept doing 2K19 for like 2 years.
Yeah. He's like, fuck this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a bad game. But now that we're talking about this, the hype of AEW's game. There is so many ideas and so many, in my mind, for the doubts. Because right now, I can guarantee you that in discussions of wrestling games, I'm going to say possibly out of 99% of the people that were alive back then that have played them, the number one wrestling game, WWF, WWE, whatever, is WWF, I believe, No Mercy.
Yep.
And that's the one.
Fred Durst.
Which one?
They had Fred Durst.
Yeah, so did one of the SmackDown games, too. Fucking Fred Durst, Jesus.
And
but
now 2K22 is going to have Machine Gun Kelly and Logan Paul.
Yeah, you could fucking...
Dude, I cannot wait to make them the champions.
Oh, fucking A. So dumb. I fucking hate Machine Gun Kelly. I'd rather have Logan Paul over Machine Gun Kelly any day. But anyways, the hype of the AEW game and literally them using what was the company? It was I think I know Ukes is coming back for it.
Well, it's like people that worked at Ukes, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, it's people that worked.
So they have that, and then it was like Akai, something like that with like the. I can't remember the name of it, but it was the people that like it was the animation that they used, and like it was like the creative wrestler stuff, the name of stuff that they would use for No Mercy and whatnot. So I get that, that's great. But when they first announced that, in my mind, I was thinking that the graphics sometimes don't hurt the game. I guarantee you that. But if you're looking for
Fire Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, Fire Pro Wrestling, for instance, it's a fantastic game. I suck ass at it.
Oh, yeah.
But literally, like the first thing I think of though is that we're gonna be playing a fucking N64 game.
Yeah.
And
you know, like my concerns are with this is that it's gonna be like TNA Impact, the video game.
See, that's the funny thing about that game. Depending on which version you had, like if you had the 360 version, you were not able to play story mode.
Oh really? I didn't know.
I thought
I had the PS3 version.
I bought when I had the 360 the first time, but I bought TNA. Literally, you would start it and it would freeze every single time. So I thought I bought a used scratch copy or something, you know. So I go there, yeah. So I go there. I go back to I think it was Plane Trade at the time, and try to be like, hey, can you guys just clean this disc real quick? I want to see because for some reason my disc is not working the game, and they're like, there's no scratches on this. I'm like, what? Like, how the fuck is there no scratches on it? This game is not working at all. Like, it won't load. It's a brand new fucking game. And then I found out it literally is the 360 version. Now, speaking of the Wii version,
there's a Wii version.
There's a Wii version.
Gosh,
you could not create a person in that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you could, but not to the extent that it would use.
You could barely even create one even in the game.
Yeah, but compared to that one, doing it in there, it's no. Like, there's another thing. You could not create a wrestler in the 360 version without it freezing.
Really?
If you wanted to unlock all the characters, or sorry, the roster,
yeah.
You'd have to literally play hours and hours and hours of matches to get the fucking points or whatever it is. Like, you'll unlock them at 20,000 points or however the scores work in that game.
Yeah.
The PS3 version is, however, the best version they have. Now, the funny thing about that is, too, is I think they were going to make a sequel.
Yes, they were. They were.
Midway went bankrupt and closed at that time. So nobody picked up the rights. Well, somebody picked up the rights to it, but they never made the game. But now with TNA, the game 2 also, did you ever play WWE All-Stars?
I think I played it a few times at your house.
The arcade style of a fighting wrestling game, literally, if you notice it when you play both those games, it is literally the same moves.
Yeah, yeah.
Besides, like, the ridiculous amount of flips in WWE All-Stars.
Yeah.
Like the same way of, like, bouncing off the ropes, the same way of doing pretty much a lot of the springboard moves, if you're into that with the high flyers and stuff. It was almost the same. Like, they could have put an Ultimate X into WWE All-Stars, and you would have TNA Impact with steroids.
That's amazing. Now, do you think the AEW game will be more arcade, or do you think it'll be more simulation like WWE?
See, that's the weird thing, too, because even with 2K22 still technically being a more simulated game than an arcade game, it leaned towards the side of an arcade game with the way they changed the
they do like combos and stuff.
Combos and everything, and like the reversing and stuff, which is pretty cool. I kind of had to a little bit to get used to, though.
Honestly, the one thing I'm most excited about for AEW's game is I cannot wait to play with Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fucking hilarious. Fucking Orange Cassidy is the greatest.
Oh yeah.
But besides that too, I feel like it's gonna be a 50-50 with the arcade simulation.
Yeah.
Like you're still, you have the background of the people that are making the games. Like you have Aubrey Edwards, who has a degree in like mobile gaming and other gaming.
Kenny Omega is actually like overseeing a lot of it.
Yeah, like one of the, I was gonna say developer, but that didn't make any sense.
No, he's like overseeing it and whatnot.
Which that's good because he's an avid gamer, and you got the other people that are in AEW that are avid gamers.
Oh yeah.
That have probably a lot of word on this stuff. That also being said, my other thing is, I wonder how they're going to do with all the partnerships that they have with other promotions. Now the fact that they own Ring of Honor, is that going to be in the game too? Are we going to see the first video game that is not WWE, where you had to download somebody's created arena or make your own created arena for Ring of Honor? And is it going to be in there? Because I think what I was reading up on is that they're trying to release it around September.
Yeah, that's what I saw too on Reddit.
Who knows if that's accurate?
Yeah, exactly. Every game these days is getting delayed.
Right.
This is the whole Cyberpunk situation.
Yeah, and they fucking announced it like what, almost 2 years ago? First fucking started AEW.
Yeah.
But besides that, are they going to be doing crossovers like they are right now? Like, are you going to? Are they going to be like? There's also, I don't know if it's rumor, because I think it's being announced right now. I haven't watched it yet with the Battle of the Belts, but Tony Khan's, I believe there's going to be a rumor that they're going to be partnering with New Japan.
Yeah, actually, I just saw that, and what I saw on Reddit was that they're potentially going to be partying with New Japan and going to play at or going to do the show at a Soldier Field, which is the big stadium with like 60,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still just waiting for them to get on a streaming service because I don't have cable, so I actually don't even watch it.
Oh, what, AEW?
Yeah.
Yeah, and lately I have cable, but I don't watch it. Yeah. I'll watch highlights, or if I do know if they're like a specific match, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Because, I do that with all wrestling now anyways. Because I can't, like, highly. I'm a fan of WWE. I'm gonna give you that. But there's still I cannot sit and watch an entire WWE show. I cannot sit and watch an AEW show
No.
unless I'm actually at the show.
Yeah, exactly. Like when I went to WrestleMania 34, that was the Kofi one, right?
30. Oh, oh God, that was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Wasn't that last year?
No, that
Or was
was.
it 2 years ago? You went
I think it was 2 years. It was the year before COVID. 2019.
the year before Kofi
Yeah,
winning?
yeah.
Okay.
No, it was the year before COVID.
Oh, before I think it's before Kofi winning.
No,
Before,
I
yeah.
saw
Okay.
Kofi win. I
So
saw
COVID
Kofi.
was that was like I want to say this was 38. So I want to say it was like 35, 36.
Okay, so 30. So I went there. I went the whole WrestleMania weekend. I went to some indie shows, and after that whole weekend, I watched the Monday Night Raw after, and then I did not watch any wrestling.
Did you go to the Monday Night Raw?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what did your tickets include? Since they're fucking, I'm assuming, expensive as shit.
Oh, the tickets I got for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Oh, it was just regular WrestleMania tickets.
Oh, so it was just like nothing came with it.
Yeah.
Oh, because that's like you can buy like the packages and shit.
Yeah. No, we bought it. We bought it like offhand.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
fucking either way, was it like $300?
Yeah, it was like $300 each, I think, or whatever. And
I
we
mean, it is WrestleMania, but like, were you like, was that a pain in the ass trying to watch it?
Oh.
Literally, like, because I remember seeing you pictures in like a pole or something. It's pretty much funny that you had to like fucking look at a screen with a pole in your way for the ring, anyways.
Yeah, pretty much. It kind of sucked.
Hell, that's why I would love to write off on my bucket list going to WrestleMania, but I would still rather.
Experience.
I feel like you'd have more fun at the indie show.
Oh yeah, I definitely had more fun. I mean, I had more fun just when I walked into WrestleCon. There's some random indie wrestling show going on. We just walked in, and it was way more fun. All these people were just doing crazy moves. The crowd was like, more into it.
Yeah, it's just fucking hilarious.
Oh, I will say though, when we were at WrestleMania, some guy from one of the other sections, before it started, he just started listing off the 1,004 holds or whatever of Chris Jericho.
Fucking
Yeah, and then every like minute or whatever, he'd be like, armbar, and the whole crowd was just fucking chanting it. It was amazing.
That's how you know you're getting bored.
Oh yeah, that was even before it.
Oh god, but no, fucking A. Video game wise though, AEW. I have high hopes for AEW,
They have to nail it though. They literally have to nail it.
especially since they've been announcing it and they say all these promises about like we have this,
Yeah,
we have this.
But since it's going to be their first game, they have to do it right.
Oh yeah.
Because if they don't, it's going to look really bad on them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Fire Pro Wrestling is a great arcade. I'm gonna say that's a little bit more on the arcade side.
Oh yeah, definitely. You actually know a company has a wrestling video game? Shikara.
Is it really?
Yeah, they do.
I never played that one. I didn't even know they had a game to begin with.
Yeah, it's on. It's only on PC, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's very arcadey.
I mean, I just want to play a game, a fighting game in general. I want to do this. I want a big roster.
Yep.
I want to be able to create a fighter,
Okay.
even if it's a wrestler, whatever game we're playing.
Yep.
If it is wrestling, I want to do even if it's wrestling or if it's Mortal Kombat or anything like that, and you can create like a finisher. Like I want to bring that back.
Oh, I love doing the creative finisher.
Create a finisher, create a fatality. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see weapons in a fighting game like they used to do all the time. Kind of like bring like the mixture of Soul Calibur.
Yep.
But like they did it with Mortal Kombat, I believe, Deception and Deadly Alliance, but you would drop them after like 2 seconds.
Oh.
So it's like, what's the point? I mean, yeah, cool, you could slice somebody
I
off,
think
but
you're describing Super Smash Bros.
yeah, that too. Speaking of, fucking A, they got the idea. They have a giant ass fucking roster of people. The graphics, newer consoles and PCs that are out, you should be able to create fucking realistic wrestling, fighting, whatever that doesn't go to the fucking exact of reality where you're not going to be able to play this game ever again.
I mean, they did just announce Unreal Engine 5, a few months ago.
I'm fucking playing that too now. Hell, that's like Elden Ring. I didn't even know that was a thing, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Unreal Engine is a gaming engine.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Because I remember playing. What was it? What the fuck is that? Didn't they make a game called Unreal Tournament that used like Unreal Engine?
Well, those would use like the earlier versions of Unreal.
Right. And now that 5's out, and the fucking 4 was phenomenal.
Yep.
So like, if they can do whatever they can do with 5, I mean.
Oh yeah. I mean, every single game that's going to be coming out. I know the few PS5 games that are coming out late this year and early next year are going to be on Unreal Engine 5. I don't know if you've ever seen how good the graphics are on Unreal Engine 5.
Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I played. I know it's only on PS5 and Xbox One X or whatever. But there's a tech demo, 23 gigabyte tech demo. All you can do is drive around as the Matrix. Yeah, there was a little like action stuff you could do, but then all of it was just drive around. And my goodness, and that tech demo it was literally just 23 gigabytes, so I can't even imagine that.
What a fucking full-on game could be, especially with now that you got a lot of people that are there. You still got consoles.
Yep.
You still got people that want to do that. Hell, my collection is a mixture of consoles and PC.
Yep.
Fucking, I will take both. I want to see what you can do on a new fucking PS5. I want to see what you can do on an Xbox Series, whatever. I want to see what you can do on a fucking PC.
And you know what I think is really funny? Fucking all these people using Unreal Engine. Who owns Unreal Engine?
Who?
Epic. The people that made Fortnite. Actually, Fortnite actually is using Unreal Engine 5.
That's fucking hilarious.
They're just making.
I fucking hate Fortnite too.
Oh man.
I can't get in that game for shit. But yeah, dude, fighting in general, I want to see a lot of different shit. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "That's too much." Fuck that. Besides that, I want to see a third Injustice game. And if you can go into the realm of Mortal Kombat, fucking do it. They made portals. There's fucking multiverses and everything now. You got a multiverse in DC. You got a multiverse in Marvel. You probably got a multiverse in my ass, and we won't even know. Holy shit, Lila. Fucking calm down. Sorry, that's my dog. She almost pushed the microphone off the fucking table.
Right. She's hardcore.
Oh, she's hardcore. Holy shit.
Equal had a chance. Oh, God.
Anyways, I want to thank my good friend Sam here for joining me today. And where can they get your stuff again?
Huh?
Persona?
Oh, yeah. So I'm coming out with an album April 29th for my solo project Persona. The album's called Personal Torment. And I'm going to be coming out with the digital release, a CD, and a new t-shirt. You can all pre-order. Pretty cheap. Only like $10 for the CD. I think 20 for the t-shirt. And $7 for the digital album. Yeah, 6 tracks. For anybody that's a fan of goth trap music and hardcore techno. So, yeah, buy it.
There you go. From the stuff I've seen, it looks fucking fantastic. I'm a fan. Thank you for joining me today on A Reason to Talk with Chris Reason. And if you guys want to check out every more of our content, you can follow me on YouTube at Chris Reason Network for video games, music, movies, wrestling, and more. And follow us on Spotify so you are notified for every time a new episode airs. For videos and episodes of A Reason to Talk with Chris Reason, new episodes come out every Wednesday and Saturday, noon Central Time. Thanks on keep on listening. See you next time.
And good night and goodbye.